Hi guys, welcome back for another one. Today's video, yes, thumbnail, the guide to end all guides. This will kick off the first of several videos that will come out after this one that will focus on a guide for pretty much everything in this game. Now, before I say any more, it is time to roll the intro. Give a shout out to my Patreon supporters. So guys, if you're ready for it, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Alright guys, I want to talk about that prologue a little bit. When I said I do not like farm guides, I do not find them helpful. One of the main reasons why I find farm guides not helpful is that they just focus on unlocking legendaries one at a time. Farm these characters to get this legendary. Farm these characters to get this legendary. This step, this step. But it ignores every single other game mode that's in the game for you to progress your account forward. It ignores helping you out recommendations for characters for campaigns. It ignores giving you recommendations for characters for challenges. And that's what the next couple steps of my videos are all going to be about, part of resource management, how to identify which toons you should work on as you progress through the game and get to a different piece of content. Now I'm going to do a lot of my explaining in this video because I want to save a lot of explaining time in future videos. So that guys, in this video, you guys are just going to get the Heroes and Villains campaign, chapters 1 through 6. The video for this one's going to focus on the Isotope campaign, Cosmic campaign, and Mystics campaign. The video after that is going to focus on Heroes chapter 7, Villains chapter 7, and Nexus chapter 8. And then the next one will focus on all the Doom Lord different chapters. After all those videos are out, we're going to go over and I'm going to focus on each one of the challenges. Now, I do want to try to work on turning some of this stuff into infographics for you guys, but I don't know like anything when it comes to infographics of how to do them or anything. So if anyone's got a nice video for me to watch, please let me know in the comments down below. It's something I'd really like to do for you guys. I just don't know how. But in the meantime, all you guys will have to do is go find the proper video, as I'm going to give you the every single character ranking for every single campaign and challenge. Now, the characters in this video do take in my resource management ranking system. That ranking system is how useful a character is unlocking content and gaining sustainable resources. Game modes that help you gain sustainable resources. Can they unlock a legendary? Are they used for monthly events? Are they the best option for the highest tier challenges? Are they Dark Dimension 3 efficient? Or can they be used in U7? The number of campaigns they can be featured in, and arena. And once again, guys, this is not free to play exclusive list. It is solely based on how useful a character is, no matter how they're obtainable. And like I've said in previous videos, guys, just because a character is not available in a node that you're currently can get to or a store you can currently buy them from does not mean that they're unattainable, as you can easily get mega orbs and premium orbs, and at some point in the game you'll get ultimate orbs that can help you unlock these characters before you can unlock them any other way. Alright, so guys, now it's time to how my guide works. Now, I will briefly go over this in every future video, but I won't spend as much time on it as I am going to do right now. So if you need to understand how this works, this is the most important thing for you guys to watch. Now, when you start the game, you're probably going to get a team that looks like this. This was the team that I got first for the Heroes campaign when I first started the game. Spider-Man, Shield Medic, Luke Cage, Punisher, and Shield Operative. That is their current ranking out of all heroes in the game. I will go through in detail here shortly, guys, but first I need to show you how my guide works. Each character is ranked by my system, 1 through 58. I think there's 58 toons in the game so far. Now, these guys just got a ranking by hero class, nothing else. This is based on the Heroes campaign. So based on that, it determines what ranking number they get as a character you would want to build. As building a character that has a high ranking, your resources will not go to waste because you can eventually use that character somewhere else. It's how they're ranked so high to begin with. Now, I do nudge characters up a little bit if they are on the meta side, but there's only so much room I allow a character to go up the list for being meta before I say that's just too much, because you are investing in them to get through something because they're meta but not useful elsewhere in the game. There are a few characters that fall into that category, but once again, guys, all the data that I use for resource management is submitted by you guys in the community. And if you would like to help submit information that is a part of my resource management, I'm going to show you guys how to do that here at the end of the video. All right, guys, this is what happens. Second day of playing in my login calendar, and boom, they give me Deadpool. True story, this actually happens. Deadpool is rated 25 on my list. So what I would do at this point is I would replace Luke Cage with Deadpool, giving me my new team that looks like this. moving up and dropping Luke Cage, no longer investing in him, and investing in Deadpool instead. You know where we're playing, we're pulling some premium orbs, and boom, I get Human Torch out of an orb. This can happen to you guys. Trust me, you will unlock characters that you don't have access to through orbs. It is natural, it does happen. Who you get is random. Any of you who are watching my walkthrough series earlier this year, or earlier last year, I should say at this point, no, I got Hela out of a very first mega orb that the game gave me. Totally changed my priority. But anyways, get Human Torch, he's rated 41. He's not the best character now to put on this team, but he is better than 4 other characters. So I would replace Punisher with Human Torch. And now I would be investing in these 5 to try to clear the Heroes campaign. The Heroes and Villains campaign doesn't really need a full team synergy to clear those campaigns. They're not that difficult compared to how fast you can grow your account these days. Now, my resource management does not take synergies into account. There are some cases, which you guys will see further in these guides, that I do have to consider synergy at one point, but in some cases, just following this, trying to get numbers 1 through 5 may not be possible or may not be the most optimal choice. So in some of those cases, it may be better off to go with team synergy, but you obviously want the team that's rated higher up on my list and not a team that's rated further back on my list, as the further back they are, the less uses they have in this game going forward. All right, guys, so that's pretty much explaining it. If you guys have any other questions, something I didn't cover, please ask in the comment section down below so I can cover it in a future video, or at least respond to or cover it in my Discord. As sometimes if I get questions that I know the next video is already done and recorded, I can answer it in my Discord and maybe address it in a future video. But anyways, Heroes Campaign Chapters to 1, all the same requirements, all the heroes in the game. So let's just break them down. Let's first start with the top 10. And yes, there's going to be some questions, and I'm going to try to answer as many questions as I know you're going to have as soon as you see this. The best characters to invest in early, and I know Eyeballs probably already went to Black Bolt at number 2. I did not discriminate against a character based on their availability. I know no one's going to have Black Bolt when they go through Heroes chapters 1 through 6. Like I don't think it's possible. Maybe it's possible. I don't know. Maybe Whale, it probably is possible, but I don't expect there. So you would obviously ignore that. But this is in the grand scheme of things. Symbiote Spider-Man, by far the best character you can invest in, used for so much content in this game. So 2, Black Bolt. 3, sure, once again, Legendary's gonna be a little more difficult to get to. There's really not much I recommend in the Heroes campaign, but there is one thing, and I'll get to it in a second. So Yo-Yo's number 4, another one, a character that's really hard to come by. Anti-Venom, if you get your hands on him, number 5. Thor, 6. Thor is a very good character. You will get him within your first week of playing. The game will give him to you for free. Highly, highly recommend investing in Thor. Falcon's another one, number 7. He's one that a lot of people sleep on, but he's someone that you actually won't regret if you invest in him early. Trust me, he has used the whole way up through the end game content. Crystal, another good character. Nick Fury. Now I want to put a note here about Nick Fury. Nick Fury, you know he's number 9. I'm gonna tell you right now, highly recommend you skip this legendary. Only get him when your Kree minions naturally get to 5 stars through orbs. Even though he can be used for later content, he's absolutely not required anymore. Please save yourself the frustration and do not farm the Kree minions until you're like 5 shards short of getting Kree Oracle to 5 stars, if you get my point. Number 10, Black Widow. This is where I want to throw a note in right here. The best synergized team to grab that are all heroes is Wave 1 Avengers. And the main reason why I say this is not because they're available early, but it's because they can be used for so much content going forward. And I'm talking about more than just war, which I've heard a lot of people say recently. Oh, get Wave 1 Avengers, they're available early. Oh, and they're a good war team. Okay, but what else do they do? And they fail to mention they're useful later. Doom War, they're useful in Doom War chapters. That's why I say, and you can invest in them early, and trust me, you'll come back to them later. So that's Thor, Black Widow, next slide, Hawkeye, Captain America, and then you can put Hulk in there when you get him unlocked through achievements, or you could go for the early route and unlock Iron Man and throw Iron Man in there. Either way, it all works. All right, but then at number 13, we have Phoenix. Now, Phoenix has to have an asterisk beside him along with the next 2 spots. Phoenix only works for campaigns and challenges if Beast is there also. Without Beast, Phoenix doesn't belong. And then Colossus the same way. He doesn't really belong unless he's paired with Phoenix, even though I'm really enjoying using Colossus without Phoenix right now in U7 raids. I never realized how good he was without Phoenix until I have to use seasonal characters and there's no Phoenix on my team, and he's actually doing a pretty good job. But he is 5 red, so take that with a grain of salt. And he's 6 yellow, not quite there at 7. Coulson's number 16, Quake number 17. Coulson's another one you could slot into that Hawkeye, Black Widow, because they're all shield tags. Quake the same way. X23 is number 18, 19 is Negasonic, and 20 is Ghost Rider. Now I'm going to show you guys the rest of the heroes, but I'm not going to go through each one. I may throw a note in there if there's something I want to throw a note about, but if not, we're going to go straight to the villains. All right, so the next set of characters, this is 21 through 38. You guys can see them. They rank from top to bottom. The one special note is these two, as I'm recording this, are not out yet, but I have a feeling the new Astonishing X-Men team is going to be more useful than the current X-Men team in the game. Just the feeling I have once they're all here. But yeah, for usefulness, I think they're going to beat the very first X-Men team. All right, and then the next set, this is 40 through 59. Now, this is the first time you guys see a Pimtech character, their stature in the corner. I have not updated my information now that we know Pimtech is needed for Jubilee, so their usefulness is going to move up, and they're probably going to move up in my order a little bit, but this is where I have them pre-Jubilee. There you guys can see all the way down to 59, which starts Longshot, and over to Shatterstar, which is 60 through 79, and this is all of them, guys. So the bottom characters, Night Nurse, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Vision, She-Hulk, Yelena Belova, and Iron Fist are your bottom row characters. I'm really hoping Yelena does show she has some uses outside war, but so far I have not seen anything from the community to validate that she is useful for anything other than war. Alright guys, let's jump into the villains campaign and wrap this video up. First off, I will not be ranking Dr. Doom in this because he is the end game content. He is the goal for you to consider yourself an actual end game player. Alright, so villains campaign, they rank like this. Ebony Maw, yes I know, no one's really going to have him going through villains 1 through 6, but overall, just the villain ranking, that's where he is. 2 is Hela. Hela, if you get Hela anyway before you're actually able to unlock her through her node, don't sleep on Hela. Very useful. You guys will see as we go further in these guides how useful she is. Thanos, Emma Frost. Yes, if you did not save up gold before Emma got here to get as many shards of her as you possibly can, you gotta be kicking yourself because this is a highly useful character. Minerva, new players rejoice. She's in the war store. You guys can actually get her early now. Same thing with Sinister. Yes, a lot of valuable characters in the war store. And Gear 2. They gotta fix that problem. Ultron, number 7. Main reason why, if you guys listen to this now, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cover this in another future video with resource management. But as a new player, go for Dark Dimension 2 first. Don't do Dark Dimension 1 first. Don't even try to build up 5 characters, 6 stars first. 5 stars, it should be the most you go to, and it should only be to the characters that unlock the legendaries that I tell you should unlock. Black Bolt, Phoenix, Ebony Maw, Shuri, Invisible Woman. The rest, skip them until you naturally get the characters you need to 5 stars by opening up orbs. Do not farm any characters for any other legendary other than those 5. Speaking of a legendary, Magneto, yes, he is ranked up high, but trust me, you're not missing out much if you do wait to get this character later. Carnage and Loki wrapping up 10. And 11, Electro. Yes, this character, guys, I don't think we've seen from the community yet how useful this character is going to be. I already know what she's useful for in the end game content, and I think she's going to get a lot more value once people have her ranked up in PvP content also. Venom, Scream, Proxima Midnight, Science Supreme, Doc Ock. Doc Ock's another one, not a whole lot of data out there. I do have a feeling his value will go up, but right now with the information I do have, he is ranked at 16, 17 Call, 18 Ghost, 19 Mystique, and 20 Rhino. And just like we did for the heroes, time to wrap this up. This is 21 through 39, starting with pretty much all the Sinister Six. Now guys, a side note here, do not build more than 5 Sinister Six characters. Pre-Doc Ock, 2 are getting left off. After Doc Ock, 3 are getting left off. And even though they're all ranked in a row, you only need to do 5 of the 7. And more useful characters, you guys can see as you go. Baron Zemo and Taskmaster are 2 characters that actually don't have a very high ranking, but are 2 characters that I moved up in the list because I know they're highly valuable and can clear content. Just waiting for the community to submit data that supports it all. Anyways, we end 39 with Red Skull, moving on to 40 through 58. You can see the Graviton down the Nobu. We can see we're getting down to the trash. I find there's a lot more unuseful characters on the villain side than there is on the hero side. And we're gonna wrap this up with 59 through 77. Now, I did make a mistake in this graphic, just letting you guys know right now. I forgot to put Nebula in here, but don't worry, Nebula actually ranks between Ravager, Bruiser, and Kingpin. So she's down at the bottom, so you're not missing out much on that one. Fun side note, there actually is no way to farm Nebula currently in the game. She's actually currently unfarmable. Alright guys, and this kicks off what is going to be several parts of guides to campaigns, and then after that's going to follow up with all the challenges. And like I said, I do apologize that it's all in video format. If you guys need to go back for reference, like I said, I really want to work on those infographics, but I don't know how to make infographics. Like I said, if someone's out there can help me out, please let me know. Alright now guys, before you go, if you are someone who would like to help me collect data for resource management, you have something that you've done that I'm not covering, or you want to make sure that I'm aware of, this is where you can submit your data. Go to where it says submit data for resource management in my Discord. The link to my Discord is in the description down below, but you would go here to submit data for resources, find the thing you want to submit for. Right now, all the challenges and the campaigns are on there. I will add more as I get to other content that's being shown in videos, but just go there, give me a screenshot of whatever data it is you guys think I should factor in, and that way I have it an easy reference and I can stop surfing like 8 different Discords to find it. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed this one, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here and haven't done this already, hit that subscribe button. And if you do not want to miss the next resource management video, don't forget that notification bell. And with all that said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. So let's jump into this. First off, the ISO 8 campaign. Now you guys will unlock this sometime around level 55. I believe that's the unlock time. I was trying to look it up before recording this video, couldn't find it, but I know it's in the 50s.